we've grown so much and added so much to the program, and just have a great core of members and distributors in the program itself. So guys, it's just a fantastic thing. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go over the program itself. I'm sure we have a lot of guests here today because I know we had mentioned that this is more of a business opportunity, but also we're going to show you physically the back office and go over the compensation plan, and we'll do actually a little bit of brain and mindset stuff that I think will really help your business as well, because our products are all about helping you build your business in all different ways, shapes, or forms. Got a fantastic crew on today, lots of people from all over the world. And so let me go into and start really what we're all about. As you can see, the website, National Wealth Center, is a total shift from what we've done before as far as the design, the look of the website, what we're trying to portray, and the initial reaction that people get when they go through the website. Totally different than the sites that we've done before. And it's really gotten a fantastic review from people and reaction from people when they come on here. Yes, it's very simple, but it's meant to be simple so that this way people can look at it, get what they need really quickly, because I know when I go to a website, if it's too wordy, I'm just going to skim over it and just cherry pick the information that I want anyway. So as we morph through the website, Christina says, I love the website. Thank you very much. As we grow and we get feedback from members, we're going to have a lot more video on the websites. We're working on compensation plan videos right now on the reverse 2-up and the 1-up, and Marcus Taylor is working on that right now, and in our department in that. So that'll be coming out, and a lot of different things in video to be able to help you to navigate the site, to step 1, do this, step 2, do that, step 3, do this, and so on, to be able to help you build your business. Now, as you scroll down the website, you can see the different categories here. We have a video right here, which is just really a basic, short, kind of give you the tone of what we're looking for in the website and the actual opportunity that we have here. We're really looking to have a community of people. We're looking to have a cause, really, to change the lives of people, one person at a time. But to have it on a residual basis for the most part, because residual is where it's at. If you're new to network marketing, let me explain to you what that's all about, and then we'll go over the compensation plan in a little bit. Residual income, okay, as you see over here, what is residual income? Many websites out there are one-time payment programs. And, hey, I'm not knocking it. I've run many very successful one-time payment programs with 100,000 people in it, okay? So they all have their place, okay? So I have nothing against one-time payment programs. However, if you're looking for the really, really big, long-term, life-changing money, you have to have a residual income. You really do. And if you do that in conjunction with a one-time payment, well, you have the best of both worlds. And that's what we have here with National Wealth Center. We have one-time payment compensation plans, which we'll go over. And we also have the residual part, which allows you to build month after month an income where you kind of layer on top of each other every single month and give you time to be able to generate that significant income. Because generally speaking, most people don't generate $10,000 a month their first month. You have to build up to that point, right? The first month you make $500 residual, and then you're making $2,500 residual, and then you're making $5,000 residual. And of course, I'm just giving you, kind of estimates of different possibilities. But if it takes you 4 months or 6 months or a year to make a six-figure income, where are you going to be able to do that anywhere else in traditional business? So that's the power of residual, especially when we have the $25, the $50, and the $100 level. If you work all 3 of those levels, wow, talk about accelerating the possibility that you can earn money. $25 a month, and you have the $100, which is going to accelerate the type of income you can earn 4 times. The $50, of course, is doubling that possibility. And imagine if you do all 3 of those, and I'll give you some numbers as we go over the compensation plan. Member benefits. As you come in the program and as you pay the admin fee, a whopping $9.95 a month, and the $9.95 includes the admin fee for the workings of the program, the support, the products, the upkeep, adding products to the back office, and I'll show you that in just a minute. And really everything that you need to run your business is the $9.95 a month, and that covers all three of those levels, 25, 50, and 100. So that also gives you a benefit package, which is shown on the benefit page. Okay, this is normally anywhere between $10 to $15 a month. However, it's free for all the members in the program. So as you go in your back office, I'll show you exactly where this is. And I'm using a demo account in the back office, so I won't be able to show you codes, but I'll show you where it is. And if you go to this part, the benefits page here on the website, and you click on demo, you'll actually see the National Savings Center, which is another one of our websites, and we're going to be launching this on a retail level and doing charity fundraising and fundraising for schools and things like that. Okay, but for the purposes of the National Wealth Center, we're offering this as a perk. You know, it's not technically not the product of the program. It is the perk that we're giving you included to be a member of the program. As you can see here, Oshkosh, AMC, Movies, PetSmart, Hot Dogs, Fandango, Spa Week, Yoya, Santa Salsa, cruises, dining, food, entertainment, recreation, health, beauty, over 330,000 products. Save up to 50% on back-to-school supplies, 15% off special collections. So you can go on and on. Over 300,000 products in this collection here, and you don't have to just use them one time. You can use these over and over and over again, plus grocery coupons and all sorts of stuff. You see down here, partner offers, grocery coupons. Now, if I log in, this happens to be my live account, and it uses GPS on your cell phone because it has a mobile app as well, so it will customize for local stuff around where I live. So if you see things in the New York City area, it's not just in New York, it's in over 5,000 cities around the country. So if you go over here, let's just go over here to grocery coupons, and you can actually print these, and I'd venture to say if you use this system, you'll be able to save hundreds of dollars easy. Going here over to Dunkin' Donuts, if you put your mouse over the top, you just clip the coupon and you print it, and it goes into a shopping cart. All right, so let's say if we want to get a coupon for $1.50 off Tide, we click on there, it goes up right into the shopping cart, and I can print that information right on my printer, and it'll come out to be able to, okay, you're almost ready to print one coupon worth $1.50 savings, and then I go over here to print that coupon. Okay, I'm not going to do that right now, but that's all you really have to do that. It's really that easy, that simple to be able to go in and start using this. Dining and food, they have all the fast food stuff that you might know. Dunkin' Donuts, 6 free donuts when you buy 6. Or, yeah, is that right? Yeah, when you purchase of the same, right? Edible arrangements. This is a fantastic gift for people. I've used them many times in the past, but now I don't have to pay full price, right? So Carvel, Haagen-Dazs, and you go on and on and on. And if you use the mobile app that comes with this as well too, you can put in your GPS, and it'll kind of find the local stuff wherever you happen to be at any given time. Okay, so lots of different stuff here to pick from. Jeremiah says, my sponsor canceled their membership. Well, if you think about that for a second, the sponsor canceled the membership, but Jeremiah is live, which means that Jeremiah's payment would go to the sponsor. So why would somebody cancel a membership when they're breaking even on the one person? Well, it's very, very rare, and it really makes no sense to me, but sometimes people do it. In that case, if the sponsor quits, once the system goes through a grace period, and it goes through that grace period, it sends an email out to all the people that are in the group or the personally sponsored of that sponsor, saying the person left the program, and that all those people should cancel their subscription and go in their back office and renew their subscription, so that this way they can pay someone that's active in the program, which would be the person above. Okay, so that's the way that works, and the system automatically will do that for you. Okay, and send out those emails and so on. So anyway, I just wanted to cover the National Savings Center and show you that that's an incredible product that you should be taking advantage of as well. Different products that we have, and right now, again, these are slides with audio, and we'll have videos on here as well. So I'll be showing you the back office with the actual products over here, but if you click on these different slides, we have the $25 self-development section, the $50 business development section, Wealth Advantage for the $100 a month. Then we go into the one-time payment stuff, which is the Fitness Advantage, the Wealth Advantage Elite Package, and the Network Marketing Elite Package. So we update all of these products every single month, which is the 25, the 50, and the 100. And the other ones are one-time payment programs, so we update them periodically with more information and so on. Okay, Ingrid, does the app, let's see, does app for phone, is it the MyDeal app? Yes. If you go to the Apple or the Android marketplace and type in MyDeal, okay, MyDeal or MyDeals, you'll see the app come up, and then in order to do that, you need your codes in your back office to be able to register and activate that. Now, every single month, we in turn go through all these codes, and if your membership goes to a point where it is not paid for anymore, then your Deals app and your Deals desktop account will stop working. So you can't just sign up and say, okay, I'm going to get this for the rest of my life. It doesn't work that way. So as long as you're an active paid member, you will have access to that system, and that should be more than enough to be able to say, I want to maintain active in the system. Is the Savings Center going to be updated monthly with more places except? Yeah, absolutely. The Savings Center is updated all the time with new stuff. So I can't give you exactly what's on there. There's tremendous amounts of stuff on there, but yeah, it's updated all the time. And there's also a toll-free number on there for toll-free customer support, and that customer support is only for the Savings Center, not for National Wealth Center. So don't call up and say, hey, my downline this, and how does the compensation plan work, because they'll look at you funny. All right, let's get going. All right, so I just went through some of those questions and answered those. Now let's go back here and see if Marcus is on. Okay, so let's go back here, and we talked about the benefits, we talked about the products a little bit, and the opportunity in general is, like I mentioned before, it's an opportunity without any equal out there in the marketplace. Members paying members directly, 100% payout. We leverage everything possible, so you're paying $9.95 to make unlimited money. Think about that for a second. If you make 6 figures in this program in just a monthly, the company gets $9.95 a month, which is crazy. It's crazy. Yes, you're giving 2 people up per level, and yes, you have to maintain 2 people up per level, and we'll go over the compensation plan for a minute, but everybody does the same thing, though. So everybody you bring in is going to give you their 2 people as well. So what you give is what you get, right? You give, you get, and but it's a great thing to be part of in the program itself. So why do we think that this program is going to be so successful? Well, because in our previous program, Infinity Downline, we had 300,000 people. So why shouldn't this be more successful? Well, because we've updated the site, we're updating the products all the time. Yes, we have a little admin fee, where before we didn't have one before, but we have to have an admin fee because I think you can see if you've known both websites that we've added so much more to the program. We're updating everything with customer support, all the different things we've added to the program, and it just enhances everything so much more. And this will be so much more powerful than Infinity Downline ever was, because we have the change taken away from corporate, so we can actually do much more with the program. Now, anybody in Infinity Downline, you can actually log into National Wealth Center with the same username and password. And but all members in all of those programs, Infinity 100, Infinity Downline, and National Wealth Center, they must pay the admin fee in order to maintain their membership in the program. Okay. So, but you can all access the program in the back office. So let's go here and we'll log right into the back office. And this is a demo account to show you what it's all about here. Tanya says this is a matrix, right? No, this is not a matrix. This is not a matrix. The matrix is where people, you have multiple generations, levels of people. This is not a matrix. So when I get into the compensation plan, I'll give you a little bit of a handwritten diagram of how the compensation plan works. So you'll see how that works, but it is not a matrix. Okay, Estelle says, when will the E4 gateway be up and running in the back office? Now, if you go in your back office and if you follow my mouse, the My Account section If you go into My Payments, My Profile, Program Stats, these are important because this is where you set up all your information, okay? I can't go into my profile because I don't want to give out the password for this part of the system, but you can go into payments and things like that, and I can't show you this section here, but you'll be able to see in the profile section where you can set up all your payment processors. And one of the back there that we have, we're working on right now is the E4 gateway. It's not quite set up yet. It's not ready to go, so don't sign up for it. But we expect that to be ready within 2 or 3 days tops, and you'll be able to sign up for that, which is a real merchant account. And it's around $25 to $26 a month to be able to accept credit cards, to accept subscriptions. If somebody wants to cancel, they can do that on the system. They deposit directly into your account, and it's an incredible platform, and it's built specifically for this software to track everything. So it's an incredible thing for you in the back office, and we'll have them available. Now, you also can do PayPal, you can do Authorized Net, you can do a lot of different things. And if you want to take payments outside of the system, like Solid Trust Pay, or if you have some other way, if you want to take cash, you can do that as well. And you can just go over here to Team and go Mark Payments Received, and you can look at the people in your organization, okay? And you just check over here to see which ones you want to mark as paid. And this account is a demo. I don't believe there's any people in there, okay? So there's nobody to show you to mark paid here, but you just mark them as paid manually, and you just tell the system I got it through cash, or I got it through a check, and you know it was $25, and click, and you mark them as paid. So right here in this section here is where you can mark someone as paid manually if you don't do it automatically. So I believe we got Marcus. Just let me know when you're on, okay?
Absolutely, I'm on. Can everybody hear me tonight?
All right. Hey, guys, this is Marcus Taylor, and I wanted to introduce Marcus for a moment. He's instrumental in the design of the website, as well as he's going to be putting a lot of self-development, personal and premium content in the self-development section. And I just wanted to introduce you to him and him to you because he's also developing a lot of the videos and the social media. And on the bottom of the website, you see the blog and the social media stuff. And his department is all revolving around that section as well, too. So let me go over here to the self-development section, and you'll see what I'm talking about and the different stuff we have here as far as product. Now, just want to let you know that you're running out at the end of the month. If you haven't taken advantage of this product, within a few days, this product is going to go away, and it's going to be archived at the $3,500 level, and then we're going to put new product here. All right, so get it while you can. Okay, get it while you can. So if you haven't gotten it here, make sure you download all this stuff here. We're going to update it with fresh product in a few days, and make sure you download and listen to whatever you have to be able to do that. So, Marcus, can you please take it away?
Absolutely. There are so many different places I want to go. Where exactly did you want me to just kind of punch in at?
And we're getting an echo, Marcus.
Okay. Give me one second here. Okay, is that better?
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, folks, I just wanted to say hello, and just really an honor to always be on the line with you guys. And I wanted to, we're in the self-development area, and what I wanted to do is just kind of go into some mindset training, just kind of touch on a couple things, and then give it back to Peter. And you know, if we wanted to go into some other elements of our program, I want to make sure that everybody that's getting into National Wealth Center, that your mind is right. Because if your mind is in the right place and the people that you're bringing in, you're going to be able to duplicate yourself. If you're not thinking successfully, if you're not thinking where you need to be thinking, the way you need to be thinking, and seeing the world and seeing business the way you need to be seeing it, then you're going to duplicate yourself, and it's going to be unsuccessful duplication. So if you want to make sure that you're thinking right, and what I wanted to touch on tonight, and if I want you guys, when you come on these webinars, because we're really going to start getting into a lot of mindset training, some different things like that, and especially at the $3,500 level for leaders worldwide who are coming in at that level, who really want to take advantage of those. We're going to be having those monthly empowerment calls and mindset training. Get in a habit taking notes. Okay, when you come on these webinars, you need to get a National Wealth Center notebook, and you need to take notes. It's the people that apply themselves, the people that boss up and take ownership. It's the people that really invest time and get acclimated with the program, and they really walk in the mastery of what National Wealth Center offers. I want to encourage you tonight, don't be just another person in the program. You know, model yourself after a leader and become a leader, period, that you may be able to duplicate yourself. One of the key things that you need to do to be able to do that is you need to master consistent devotion and dedication, okay? Many of you on this line, you're listening to me tonight, and you're probably that person who has moments of dedication, moments of devotion and focus. You have seasons of focus or dedication, where a season might be 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and you're hot and you're cold, you're hot and you're cold, and that's the reason why you have temporary success. You have moments of success. You have time periods of success or a week of success. But if you are literally every second that you breathe, you are focused, you are dedicated, you're going to be successful every second that you breathe. You really got to get in that place where you don't give yourself an option to be anything less than a leader. You know, when you come into this thing, I want you to, again, get acclimated. I want you to take advantage of every level. You know, sacrifice to get to those higher levels. Make it happen and get focused and dedicated. This needs to be a daily thing. You need to live, breathe, and eat success. It needs to be your passion. You know, life coaches out there say it all the time. This thing needs to wake you up in the morning. You're so passionate about life. You're so passionate about sharing it with somebody else. You're so passionate about helping someone get out of debt. Okay? So I just wanted to just encourage you with that, touch on that. Consistent focus, consistent dedication, consistent mindset training, making sure you're thinking right. You're going to breed consistent success, and you're going to be able to multiply yourself. I have one key word for you tonight, and then I'm just going to give it back to Peter, and that is expansion. You need to always think of the mindset of expansion. Never get comfortable with 5 people or 6 people or 20 people or 30 people. Oh, I reached 150. Things are rolling. Never get comfortable. Every day, I want you to wake up hungry. Like, how many more people can I share this opportunity with? And you know that I mean this from my heart, because we don't have one of those programs where the CEO and the COO is getting $25 a month from everybody. No, this is your program. This is your money. You make it happen. Peter?
Yeah, thanks, Marcus. I appreciate it. You know, guys, yeah, you exactly make it happen. And, you know, we cover so much of this on the Tuesday night trainings at 9 o'clock. And I announce this all the time and on the newsletters in the back office. If you're not on the newsletter, you're really missing out on thousands of dollars in free trainings that we do on Tuesday night. And just some of the stuff on there. I mean, if you're on the webinar, the conference calls that we do on Tuesday night, you know, type in the question section what you think about those you know, conference calls that we have in there. We have guest speakers. Marcus is actually going to be speaking this Tuesday, and just some of the stuff that we have on there is just crazy good. So, guys, this is the business development section, and this is, you know, foundation audios we have over here, okay? There's worksheets. There's video development over here. And incidentally, if you ever log into your back office and you don't see the videos back here, try a different browser, because there's, you know, either Chrome or Firefox or Internet Explorer, because some of those browsers don't run some of the different scriptings that we have on the videos. So just, you know, log in with a different browser and it'll show up until we figure out one way to do that differently. And the company that we use to play these videos has not given us a solution for that quite yet. But we have audios, videos, and all sorts of stuff here as well. And we'll go into the Wealth Advantage section over here. So now Wealth Advantage has a wide array of different products as well, too, than the Business Advantage and the I'm going to let that load up first. All right, so the Wealth Advantage is tons of ways you can save money, making money, entertainment. Here's one that comes up right here. Enjoy more family entertainment while spending less. Okay, so it's all about making money, but also saving money, managing your money, different things you can do there as well, too, with videos and all sorts of financial calendars and everything on here as well, too. So now let's go into the one-time payment programs. The Fitness Advantage program, which is the 250 level, and a cute little video that's over here. But this is all fitness, keeping your body and your energy up so you can build your business. You have worksheets, and Brain Foods, and all of these down here are all private label products that are all included for the one-time purchase that we have over here with the fitness level, okay? 45 weight loss article packages, 30 weight loss affirmations, 5 weight loss tips pack, and these are all included for the 250 level. The Wealth Advantage level is the extreme version of what I mentioned before on the $100 level, and this is where you start getting into really to courses, Forex courses, stock trading courses, real estate courses, and we'll be adding tremendous amounts of stuff and data in this area as well too. So look at all the different stuff that we have on here. This is I mean, this course alone is very, very expensive, and it's included for free for all the people in this level. Now, one thing I'm going to go over when I cover the compensation plan, when you come into the $1,000 level, if you have not done the 250, the 250 is included for free. Okay? That's all included for free. Now, if you come into the $3,500 level, the 1,000 and the 250 is included for free. All right? So that's all included for free. So the higher the level you come in, the lower the levels are included. The 25, the 50, and the 100 are not included in that, but the 250 and the 1,000 are included if you come on board with the $3,500 level. Now, this is all specific to network marketing, audios and video training. Look at all these different video training that we have on here for network marketing to be able to help you build your business. Tremendous amounts of content here to help you build your business in network marketing. And of course, adding all this, adding more stuff to it as we go as well, as we're just really in the infancy stages of the product in here. Now, let's talk about the compensation plan, because I know many of you here, or most of you here, are here to make money in the program. So let me go over here to this section on the compensation plan. All right, and let me just open up a real simple document here. And actually, let me log out here because I want to show you at least give you where you can get the new one from Marcus he did a great job on this. And if you go over here and you go over here to the compensation plan, right over here, okay, this is the compensation plan on the monthly, okay, $25 a month, $50 a month, and $100 a month. Very simply, we have what's called a reverse two-up compensation plan. Reverse two-up. What does that mean? Okay, reverse two-up very simply means that you have your core 4 people. Okay, just initially 4. You could bring in a lot more than that, but I'm just giving you 4 people. The first person that you bring in right here is going to pay you 25 or 50 or 100 depending on what level you're on. You have to be at any one of these levels to get paid at this level. So if you're at the 25 and you refer somebody that comes in the 50 or the 100, you're not getting paid. Okay, it's going to roll up. So you have to pay to play. So you have to be at a level to be able to get paid at a level. But think about this. If you're at one of these levels, the first person you bring in is going to pay you. So guess what that means? That means you break even with one person 100%. How cool is that, right? So this first person is going to be paying you 25 or 50 or 100. Okay? Member keeps the first and third person. Okay, so now the third person that you bring in is also going to be paying you, and that would be 25, 50, or the 100. The second person and the fourth person, or sale, if you will, are going to be given up to your sponsor, and they roll up to your sponsor. The money rolls up, and the person now becomes personally sponsored by your sponsor, or the person above that's active at that level. If your sponsor is not at these levels here, then they're going to roll up to the person that is active at that level in the genealogy hierarchy. Okay? Now, one thing that we've changed in the compensation plan from the Infinity Downline days is that you used to be able to come in and you used to be able to bring in one person, and knowing that you're going to keep that person, mark them off as paid, and then build off of this person because you knew that these people are going to go to you and you would not give people to your upline. How fair is that? It's not fair, right? Well, we've closed that loophole in that as people come into the program, if you have not gotten 4 people, you cannot manually mark people paid, which is there to stop people from doing that. We want to stop people from trying to really jip out their sponsor, really, You know, so if you have not gotten 4 people, then you will not be able to manually mark your second and your your first and third person is paid. If these 2 people pay you in any way, shape, or form that is not in the back office, you need to contact support and say, hey, listen, I got the money this way. I got the money. Mark them as paid, and we will mark them as paid for you. So that's the way you have to handle that, and that's really to stop the few people that want to try to manipulate the system in doing that, which is not the way we want to operate. It's not the culture that we want here in National Wealth Center. So as you keep on going here, the 4 turns into 8. Okay, these 4 turns into 8. This first and third person, now the people that they bring in, their second and their fourth, and their second and their fourth are going to roll up to you as well. So now the 2 people that you gave up now turns into 4, turns into 8, turns into 16, turns into 32. Now this is all assuming that you only brought in 4 people. Turns into 64. That's because all of these people have to give up their 2, have to give up their 2, have to give up their 2. Now, if you did this on a weekly basis, talking about $204,000 a month in 10 weeks, that's sick, okay? Obviously, this is just to show you the mechanics of the compensation plan. I'm not saying you're going to make that money. That's just, you know, if everything works in a perfect world, and we know there's a lot of factors that would dictate that. If it took you a year to do that or 2 years to do that, well, if you didn't, let's say that you weren't able to do that and you did 10% of that, well, would $20,000 a month be worth it for you? So that's what I'm talking about, guys. Because this is a 100% payout, 100, 25, and 50, and because you break even on the first person, really, where's the risk? The only risk is if you don't think you can find 1 person. And if you don't think you should find 1 person, I'm sorry, but you have no business doing any online program. I mean, I'll just be blunt and straightforward. If you don't have the confidence that you can bring in 1 person, then you really have to think twice about doing any online business. You have to be able to have some kind of confidence in yourself to do that. Now, we're here to help you to cultivate that, as you heard Marcus before, the self-development sections, the trainings that we do, and come August 1st, 2nd, 3rd, right about there, we have a whole recruiting system, and the Power of 4 system that was in the Infinity Downline system is going to be all updated for National Wealth Center. So that's coming. Okay, we have the same people that developed that is developing it for here. So, guys, this compensation plan will just knock your socks off. It is not a get-rich-quick. It is a simple, methodical way that you can generate a serious, I'm talking serious income. And as this starts to build, you start to say, okay, even if you put this on in a monthly rather than a weekly, the first month you have here, okay, you're not writing home about, right? The second month you have here. Well, it starts to accelerate every single month because you're layering on top of each other, and the people are paying you every single month. And if someone can at least get 1 person, normally, why are they going to quit? Well, some people do, but it's very rare. If someone has money coming in, and especially if they have a positive cash flow, why would they quit? If you're making $100 a month, why would you stop paying $25, right? Or if you're paying $25 a month and you're getting $25 a month, well, I could see maybe if you might want to do that. But I mean, that's like you're getting free products every month. And what happens if that person starts to refer other people to you and so on? Well, it'd be crazy to stop doing that, but hey, it happens. But it's not too common. So that's one of the reasons why we put that there, and we have the reverse 2-up. And we were the first ones to really coin this reverse 2-up compensation plan, and now it's become all the rage on the internet. All right, so guys, it's a super crazy good compensation plan structure. Now let me go over here and so let me get control of my mouse here for a moment and move down here. And we'll show you the 1-up compensation plan and how it differs. It's very simple. A 1-up means you have yourself, you have a sponsor. The first person that you bring in is going to be transferred to your sponsor, and the person and the money goes to your sponsor. So now the sponsor gets this person, and this person is no longer part of your organization. From the second person on to infinity, you keep everybody. And guess what? Everybody that you bring in, their first person all go up to you, and now they become part of your organization as well. So now this person's first person rolls up. Now, because, like I said, what you have to do, everybody has to do. So everybody's first person rolls up to you, and it can keep on doubling. So you're seeing over here on a weekly basis, if you're on the 250 level, the 1,000 level, or the 3,500 level, you have the ability to be able to generate these kinds of incomes just from one-time payments of people rolling up to you. It's incredible. Look at this type of income here. Now, on each one of these levels, there is a 10% admin fee, and that is paid by the person joining the level. The person receiving does not pay that money. So the person receiving out of 250 would get 225, and the admin gets 25. 900, 100 here, and 3150 and 350 goes accordingly to the admin and to the person. And so that's really the way the one-up works. As I mentioned before, just to kind of finish off on this, if you come into the higher level, this is included and this is included, and you're qualified. So you don't have to give the one up here, you don't have to give the one up here, you only have to give the one up here, and that's what happens when you join the 3,500. If you join the 1,000, you're comped in at this level, and you don't have to give the one up either. So think about this for a second. You pay 1,000, and you're getting $500 in perks, a $250 spot, and a $250 one up. So really, it's almost like you're paying $500 just to join the $1,000 level. The $3,500 level, you're getting $2,500 in perks between not having to pay for these levels and also not having to give the one-ups because you're paying $3,500, right? So it's you know, you add all these together, and that's what's happening. So it's incredible. So let's see. Let me clear out my screen.
Hey guys, one thing I do want to say about this, the $3,500 level, it is absolutely amazing that after just, in one calendar year, after just 351 ups, that's over $1.2 million you can make in 1 year, okay, from just 350 people. That's pretty powerful, guys.
Yeah, it's absolutely incredible. So you look at the one-up compensation plan as a shot in the arm. Right, this is your quick, fast money, which could be the bigger money up front, as you're building this one. This is your bigger long-term. This is what you really should focus on, and this one here is your shot in the arm. So you can imagine every, you know, once or twice a month, getting $3,150. It's not bad, right? That's pretty good stuff. So that's just big, fast, crazy money. Let's see. How often do we get paid? And this is, can I get paid daily? Well, you might have missed what I said in the compensation plan, is that the company doesn't pay you, so we don't pay you daily, monthly. You get paid whenever someone joins the program. You can get paid 50 times today if you want to. Because as soon as somebody joins the level, if you're the person that's supposed to be paid and you're qualified, everybody that comes in is going to pay you 25, 50, 100, or whatever the case may be. So you're getting paid instantly when people join, and then every 30 days after that, the system is automatically going to bill them and going to draft their card, draft their PayPal, draft their E4 account, put it right in your account, and you didn't do anything, and mark them paid and everything. So it's crazy. Okay, what happened to the Infinity Downline Library, which is the audios and videos? Those audios and videos are going to be put on the $3,500 level. Okay, we have plenty of products on the $25 to $50 and the $100 level. Plenty of products over there, and they're updated every single month. Those products over there are going to be archived in the $3,500 level, so that's where they're going to go. Does the Infinity Downline have a way to get people to join on the website? Yeah, if you look in the support section, there's ways to be able to get them on the website. Yeah, for sure. In the member section profile, when will it be available to customize your affiliate website, name, contact, and YouTube video? The gentleman that runs the scripting system that we have is working on that, so we will announce that when he's available, when he has done that. He hasn't let us know that he has finished that yet, but he's working on it. Is there going to be a Spanish version of the site? Well, we have an intention of doing that. We don't have a date at which we're going to do that. We have to build up our membership first to be able to have the funds to do that, to develop Spanish videos and audios and print material and the websites and the like. But we have every intention of going in that direction. Jay says, if your second and fourth referral are passed up to your sponsor, does that mean their second and fourth will be passed up to you? Okay, let me say this again. If your second and fourth referral are passed up to your sponsor, does that mean their second and fourth will be passed up to you? No. Once you pass up your second and fourth, those people, the second and fourth, are permanently given to your sponsor, and everything that they do from that point is your sponsor, because now they're considered sponsored by your sponsor. So that's the whole point with the pass-ups. So if you give your second and fourth, when they bring in their second and fourth, that means 8 people roll up to your sponsor. And if those 8 people bring in their second and fourth, that means 8 people, 16, 32 roll up to your sponsor. Now the same thing happens to you. If you're bringing in your first, your third, your fifth, your sixth, your seventh, your eighth, all of those people are giving you their second and fourth, but also those second and fourth are giving you their second and fourth, who's giving you their second and fourth. So that same thing that happened with your second and fourth that you gave up is happening to you as well too. And the more people that you bring in, the more chance you have of those people duplicating and doing the same thing to you. So it can really take off for yourself. Is there a Facebook group? Yes, Marcus, have you activated the Facebook on the site, or is it just in the blog section, or where is that?
Yeah, guys, if you go to the homepage of the website, you'll find our Facebook is live, our Twitter is live, our blog is live, and our YouTube is live. We post every single day in the blog. If we don't post in the blog for a day, it's because we were busy working on more things in the back office or ads or different things like that. But for the most part, outside of the weekends, okay, we post every day on that blog. Facebook, Twitter, post every single day, Monday through Friday. You can get motivational, comments and quotes, and then also the blog is loaded with lots of information. So don't deprive yourself. Dig in, follow us. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, absolutely. Someone said, is this an international opportunity? Absolutely, it is international. Any place that you can take money and receive money, it works. So that's perfectly fine. Also, a very good question from Nikki says, the 25, the 50, and the 100, are they independent from each other? Do you have to give 2 people up at each one of those levels? Yes, they're all independent from each other, because you don't know whether or not the 2 people that you're giving at the 25 are going to be the same 2 people at the 50 or the 100. Because everybody participates at different levels. So they're all self-contained levels. They all have to be qualified as well. And everybody has to maintain 2 people. So if one of those 2 people drop out, the next person you bring in is going to go in that spot. Okay, that's not as a penalty for you. It's really there to help you and enhance you, because think of this. If you have 10 or 20 or 30 people, what if 5 of those people drop out? Well, their people are going to roll up to you. So what you have to do, everybody has to do, and it's there to help you and to benefit you in the long run. So anytime we do something like that, it's not to be perceived as a penalty. We've thought it out long and hard. We've been doing this a long time. It's there to really keep and enhance your business in long term for yourself. What would happen if I wanted to upgrade to the $50 level, but my sponsor is not in it? Well, we covered that before as well. If you are not at a level, if your sponsor is not at a level, and you want to upgrade, what happens? Your payment is going to roll up to the next person above you. If that's 5 people above that are not active, and the 6th person higher is active, you're going to roll up 6 levels. Okay, so you roll up to the next active person at that level in the genealogy hierarchy. All right, so and that happens with every level. So you have to pay to play. Now, if your sponsor was at the $50 level, guess what happens? You're the first person that would roll up to them, and they would break even on one person, so why wouldn't they want to do that? So what we usually tell people is don't just arbitrarily go and upgrade. Contact your sponsor. Say, listen, I want to upgrade, and they should want to do that. Why wouldn't they want to do that? Because they knew if they know you're going to upgrade, why wouldn't they want to pay 50? Because you're going to be their 50, and they break even, now they're at the 50. Right? So it makes sense. So if you're ever going to do that, just contact your sponsors. Listen, I want to upgrade, and give them the opportunity to do that. If they decline, hey, at least they gave them the shot, right? Okay, so I'm reading these questions on here. Which payment method would we use to sign people up from other countries? Well, you can use the Authorize.net, you can use the PayPal, you can use the E4 Gateway when it's up, because it's credit card and PayPal, and so when they can take payments from anywhere around the world. So it doesn't matter. Any of those payments are fine. And if you want to take Perfect Money or Payza or something maybe that's not in the system, you can take payments outside of the system. You just go in your back office and mark the payments as paid manually. That's all. Pretty simple. Can someone sign up to a higher level than you when you bring them in without you knowing it? Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, everybody should really contact their sponsor if they want to roll up, or if they want to join the one-up levels. If somebody wants to come in at 3,500 and they want to do it without telling you, hey, that's the way it is, that's the way the chips fall, you know, they don't have to tell you that they want to do that. But, you know, let me be honest, in business, you have to pay to play. If you don't open your doors to have customers come in, how are you going to be able to make money? The same thing here. Each one of these levels is like a business. It's like you opening the doors. If you don't open your doors at the 3,500 or the 100 or the 50 or the 25 or the 250, if somebody wants to come in, they can't come in, and they're going to roll up to the person that has their doors open. Right? So it's your decision to decide what levels you want to do, and sometimes you make a strategic decision not to participate at a certain level, and if it happens that someone doesn't let you know and rolls up, you took a shot. It's like having insurance, right? If you're taking a gamble on insurance that, hey, if I have insurance, that I have it, if I get sick or something, I'm going to be covered. But if you say, well, listen, I don't want to pay the monthly premium just because I want to save some money, just like here, I don't want to join that level because I want to save some money, but if I ever get sick, what happens, right? You're going to lose it. Well, the same thing here is you're going to lose it if you're not participating. So it's kind of a roundabout answer, and I think it's very fair. It's just the way it is. If we had a system in place that said, well, you don't have to join the upper levels, but we're going to let you know if somebody wants to join the upper levels and then let you join then, who would upgrade? Nobody would upgrade because everybody's waiting for everybody else to upgrade, right? So you can't have that. You have to have some kind of a fear of loss type of thing there. And as much as we tell people all the time in all the calls to let their sponsor know, then you know, sometimes it'll happen where they don't. You know, they're sometimes people in a rush. They're very excited. They want to get up there. So, and you know, we have lessened the bomb there as much as possible by saying, listen, you're going to break even on one person, so you should have no problem going up to the higher levels as soon as possible.
Yeah, I want to touch on that. I want to touch on that, Peter, because I think a lot of people, guys, I want to be very clear with you tonight. Never, ever underestimate, okay, the economy or people that you're bringing in. Don't ever think to yourself that, oh, I got time to waste, I can kick rocks at $25, because there are a lot of leaders joining every single day, and a lot of leaders, they just come right in at $3,500. So don't waste your time and get comfortable. You're going to miss out on a lot of money. Do whatever you have to do to get to those levels, as long as it makes sense and it's, of course, legal. But whatever you need to do to get to that level, you may need to borrow money from somebody, take out a small loan, whatever you have to do. It doesn't matter if you're struggling or if you're not. Whatever your situation is, don't make any excuses. I would get to those levels as soon as possible, because I wouldn't want to be the person that's missing out on money every single month, every single week, and you're underestimating everybody and thinking everyone's going to stay at $100, because some people are coming in this and they're going to want it all. They're going to want to just come in right at the top, period.
Yeah, absolutely. That's I've seen it happen so many times. So guys, you know, this has been recorded. I'm going to send this out to everybody on the newsletter. And in the back office, let me just log in again. And I'm sorry to say, if you're not on the newsletter and you refuse to get on the newsletter, I can't, you know, don't come complaining to me if you don't get updates. You don't know what's going on. So you just have to go over here, get updates on what's happening. Join the newsletter. If you see my mouse right over here, join the newsletter. You have to know what's going on. We send you tremendous amounts of stuff to help you and to become successful in the program. If you want to listen to this is the video that I did. Just welcome everybody to the program. Just some of my thoughts as I walk through Central Park, and I often do that. And also, this is my book on network marketing. If you want to get 50% off, it's a 365-page book on everything I've learned in prospecting in 25 years. And, you know, it's crazy. It's fifth printing already. So just go over there and just put in the code NWC for National Wealth Center, and you'll automatically get 50% off the book. and we'll ship it right out to you. It's really just, if you ever seen in college, you have the books called Cliff Notes. Well, that gives you the summary of all the good juicy stuff. Well, this is a summary of all the good juicy stuff that I've tried for 25 years. What works, what doesn't, scripts, offline, online, free, paid, everything's in there. So if you ever wanted to find out how to do something and how to talk to people, what to say in this situation, that situation, and postcards and Twitter and Facebook and everything, it's in there. So, you know, I can't emphasize that enough if you want to be able to learn and take the fast track to do that. All right. Hey, Ingrid, thank you very much. I really appreciate that comment. All right, so before we close down, I have one more question here. Chris, in the future, is the back office going to have your join and admin date as a reminder so you can keep up with your payment whenever it's due? Yeah, that's actually a good point. I'm going to ask the programmer to look into that, Marcus, and just remind me on that to have a date on there, so this way a person knows when it's due or when the last time it was paid, which is a really good point. Thanks, Chris, for that. Yeah, that's a really good idea, Chris. Thank you. And so we'll have that. So, guys, thank you very much for coming on here and listening to what we have to share regarding the National Well Center. Lots of stuff coming up. We have the new products coming out for the $25, $50, and $100 level in a few days. We have the training calls on Tuesday evenings, okay? So make sure you get on there. If you want to grab a pen, I will give that to you. But we announce it on the newsletter anyway, okay? That's Tuesday nights, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. It's a conference call, not a webinar. And that phone number is 605-475-4700. 605-475-4700. And the PIN number to get on is 602-974 and the pound sign. 602-974 and the pound sign. All right, and you'll get some training that's on there that'll certainly help your business as well. And we have the lead capture page system and audios and the Sizzle line. The Sizzle line should be ready in 1 or 2 days, so we'll announce that on the newsletter as well too, which will be a 24/7 Sizzle line for everybody to use as well. So, guys, everything is in full swing. It's cooking. It's cooking. So thanks for coming on board and being here at the inaugural launch, the first month of National Well Center, and be part of some history that's being made. Last question, Wes, how long before we will have capture pages here so I don't have to get them on the outside? I just mentioned that. Well, that's going to be in, I was told today that August 1st they should have something to show me. So if they go to show me, I don't know if it's going to be ready August 1st, but you can guarantee it's going to be very, very soon after that. So you're looking within 4 to 5 days max. So I would hold off on that, Wes, about getting somewhere else, because these will be tailored for National Well Center with autoresponder letters and all sorts of stuff in there ready to go for you. What's the best option to pay for people living in Mexico? Well, they can pay you any way they want, in any way you can accept. If you have ways to collect in the back office, PayPal, credit card, anything like that, it's fine. If it's outside the system, collect it any way you want, just manually mark them as paid. Like I said, in your back office right over here, you can manually mark someone as paid unless you have not gotten your 4 people yet. As soon as you get your 4 people, you can manually mark people paid. If you haven't gotten your 4 people, then your first and third person, you cannot manually mark them as paid. If they're paid with one of the automated methods, it'll automatically be marked as paid. So if you need for the company to mark them as paid, you need to contact the company, and we will manually mark them as paid for you, okay? So, and I mentioned before as to why we do that. So, guys, on the discount page for the app, I need a mobile password. I can't find it. Okay, guys, let me show you right here. I can't. In the product section, get your coupon code. These are the codes for your desktop application for the mobile savings and the desktop savings suite for the Savings Center. Okay, right here, get your coupon codes. That's where you get it, the mobile stuff and all the other stuff. I can't show you here because this is a comp account, so comp account doesn't show the codes. But right in that section, that's where you get your codes, and you're crazy if you don't want to save the money on there. There's tremendous amount of savings on that savings system, and it's great to be able to show the app to people as well if you're recruiting people as well. When you refer someone, what if they pick a level that you're not on? Well, Christina, I don't know how else I can say that. I really don't want to go over it again because I've mentioned it so many times. If they pick a level you're not on, then you don't get paid. They roll up, I mean, I went over it a gazillion times today. You have to be at a level in order to be paid at a level. So, you know, that's no other way to slice and dice that. So, guys, thank